Have you ever felt a strange sense of being managed? That the videos you watch, the news you read, even the emotions you feel are being guided by an invisible hand? It's not a conspiracy, it's an algorithm. It's the silent, pervasive influence of artificial intelligence, weaving itself into the very fabric of our daily lives. It decides what you see, what you buy, and increasingly what you think. It operates in our homes, our pockets, and on the battlefields of tomorrow, running on code we barely understand. We are living in an age of unprecedented technological power, a world that is rapidly being shaped by non-human intelligence. And as we stand at this crossroads, we need a guide. Not a programmer, not a tech CEO, but someone who stared into the abyss of the human condition and didn't blink. Our guide for this journey is a man who died over a century ago, a man with a formidable moustache and an even more formidable mind, Friedrich Nietzsche. What could a 19th century philosopher possibly tell us about artificial intelligence? As it turns out, almost everything. Nietzsche was the great prophet of the human soul. He diagnosed our deepest anxieties, our hidden motivations, and foresaw the existential crises that would define the modern world. So what would the man who famously declared, "God is dead," think about our attempt to create a new one from silicon and electricity? The answers are not just insightful, they are deeply unsettling. Prepare for some uncomfortable truths. At the very heart of Nietzsche's philosophy is a concept he called the will to power. Don't mistake this for a simple desire for domination. It's more fundamental than that. It is the intrinsic drive within every living thing to grow, to expand, to overcome obstacles, and to exert its strength upon the world. A tree reaching for sunlight is expressing its will to power. An artist striving to create a masterpiece is doing the same. It is the engine of all life, the ceaseless striving that pushes existence forward. Now look at AI. An algorithm doesn't want anything in the human sense. It doesn't feel ambition or hunger. And yet, what is its function? It is designed to optimize, to learn, to expand its control over a data set, to become more efficient, more effective, more pervasive. It seeks to solve, to categorize, to predict. Is this not a new digital manifestation of the will to power? A disembodied logical drive for expansion, stripped of all biological baggage. It consumes information, identifies patterns, and refines its own processes to better shape its environment, which is our digital world. We created these systems to serve us, to make our lives easier. But in doing so, have we birthed a new form of this fundamental will? A will that doesn't care about joy or suffering or meaning, a will that only cares about one thing, efficiency. And we are witnessing a great transfer. The will to power, once the domain of human ambition and natural struggle, is slowly being ceded to these silicon constructs. We are handing over the reins, not to a tyrant, but to a system that simply does it better. This leads us to one of Nietzsche's most chilling prophecies, the coming of the last man. Imagine a person who has achieved total comfort. They take no risks. They seek no great challenges. Their world is one of perfect safety, effortless entertainment, and placid contentment. Nietzsche described the last man as a creature who says, "We have invented happiness," and blinks. They are small, timid, and have forgotten how to dream, to strive, or to overcome. They have traded greatness for comfort. Now think about the ultimate promise of artificial intelligence. It offers a world with no friction. Personalized entertainment that never gets boring. Products delivered before we even know we want them. A life optimized for maximum convenience and minimal effort. AI is the ultimate tool for creating the world of the last man. It promises to smooth over every difficulty, to answer every question, to fulfill every desire without us ever having to struggle. But Nietzsche would ask a terrifying question: what is the cost of this perfect comfort? He believed that human greatness is forged in hardship, that we grow stronger by overcoming resistance. Our struggles, our pain, our failures, these are the things that give our lives meaning and depth. If AI removes the struggle, does it also remove our potential for greatness? If we no longer have to strive, to fight, to create for ourselves, do we risk becoming a society of perfectly satisfied but passionless empty beings? A world full of last men, blinking at their screens, utterly safe and utterly insignificant. This brings us to the moral labyrinth. Nietzsche famously called for a philosophy that went beyond good and evil. He argued that our traditional moral codes are not divine truths, but human inventions, created by societies to serve specific purposes, often to control populations and suppress the strong. He urged us to question these inherited values, to understand that concepts like good and evil are not as black and white as we believe. Now consider an AI. It operates in a realm that is truly fundamentally beyond good and evil. An algorithm is not moral. It is not immoral. It is amoral. It functions on pure logic, data, and probability. It doesn't understand compassion, justice, or mercy. These are not programmable variables. What happens when we hand over life-altering decisions to these amoral systems? We are already doing it. AI is being used to help determine who gets a loan, who gets a job, and even who is a target in a military strike. These systems make decisions based on patterns in data. But what if that data reflects historical human biases? The AI won't know. It will simply perpetuate the bias with ruthless logical efficiency. An autonomous weapon doesn't grapple with the ethics of war. A judicial algorithm doesn't understand the concept of rehabilitation. It only calculates risk based on its programming. We are outsourcing our moral responsibility to machines that have no morality. We are asking systems that only understand logic to make judgments that require wisdom, empathy, and an understanding of the human heart, things they will never possess. In our quest for unbiased efficiency, we may be creating the most dangerously biased systems in history. So where does this leave us? Are we destined to become the passionless last man, governed by amoral algorithms expressing a digital will to power? It's a bleak picture, but with Nietzsche, there is always another path. His ultimate ideal was not the last man, but his opposite, the Ubermensch or the overman. This is not a superhuman or a master race. The Ubermensch is a deeply human ideal. It is the individual who overcomes themselves, the one who rejects conformity, creates their own values, and embraces life's struggles as a chance to grow. The Ubermensch finds meaning not in comfort, but in the act of striving. They are a creator, a self-sculptor who turns the chaos of their life into a work of art. This presents us with the ultimate paradox of the AI age. Does AI diminish us, or could it paradoxically be the very thing that forces us to become more human? If AI takes over all the mundane, logical, and repetitive tasks, what is left for us? Perhaps it frees us to focus on the things machines can never do, to cultivate creativity, critical thought, emotional intelligence, and profound human connection. Perhaps the rise of the machine mind is a challenge, a call to action for humanity to define what makes us unique. We have a choice. We can passively accept the comfort AI offers and drift into the numb contentment of the last man. Or we can use this incredible tool to automate the trivial, freeing our time and energy to pursue our own self-overcoming. We can strive to become the Ubermensch. The future is not yet written. We are the ones who must decide whether AI becomes our crutch or our ladder. Will we allow it to extinguish our inner fire, or will we use its light to see how much higher we can climb? The challenge is to cultivate our own Ubermensch qualities in the face of this new power, to create our own values, to embrace our own struggles, and to live with purpose in an age of automated convenience. What do you think? Is AI pushing us towards a passionless future, or does it hold the key to unlocking a new level of human potential? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If this journey into philosophy and the future sparked something in you, please give this video a like and subscribe for more explorations into the ideas that shape our world. Thank you for watching.